I sit in front of a blank white piece of board, you know, and how do I make that into a painting? And it's just, it really is quite intimidating because it's a white board. I mean, and then I try to put in my elements, I try to paint my backgrounds. I usually try to think of the last color that I'm going to see, and that's the first color I paint. I kind of paint backwards. This is why I like acrylic. I like acrylic because it's so versatile. I could water down my colors, and it's almost like watercolor. And when you hold back your whites, I don't know if you know about watercolor, but the white of the board is your white. So you paint around, and if you want to have a highlight, you have to save that white of the board. Now with acrylic, you could do that, and then at the end, you could also add your white. So to me, it's like having the advantages of oils and watercolor. And that's why I love to paint with acrylic. I could sit in my studio for, you know, literally days and not touch my painting. And go and try, mix paints, maybe do something, and then I have to step back again and I just feel like I have to study it. And that's when I spoke before about understanding what I'm painting. Because I'm working, you know, I'm a representational artist, I really feel like I have to understand what I am seeing. You know, I gain knowledge about everything that I'm painting too. It's like I've learned about Stonehenge, I've learned about water, I've learned about the atmosphere, I've learned about so many things. The earth, I just feel like I would like to continue on this quest of knowledge and then create these portals that seem to be related to what I'm learning. What makes it three-dimensional? How can I make this not look like a photograph, but go beyond a photograph? How do I make it look like it's going to actually talk to you or walk off the page, or you can put your hand through it to give it a three-dimensional quality to it? I feel like when I'm really painting well, I do lose all sense of time. I have no idea how long I'm painting. I have no idea how many hours I've been sitting there until my back starts to hurt and then I've got to move. But I mean, that's basically the intensity, and I kind of go away. I kind of feel like I go away. I really need to figure out what I'm seeing, and that's the most important thing. So I go back and almost scientifically, I try to figure out what I'm actually looking at. And that's, I think, it takes a while, and I think it adds to the dimension of my work. And then when I do paint, it's a series of paint, and then it's varnish, paint, varnish, paint. So it really kind of makes a portal so that I'm creating something that, you know, obviously wasn't there before, but it's the fact that I can manipulate paint, this gooey stuff, and a piece of board, and make you have a visceral reaction to it. I think it's something that turns me on as an artist. There's so many ways to be creative, to be an artist, but I guess what I've learned after all these years is I'm a painter. The more I put into a painting, the more I get out of my paintings. That's basically